Hello. So it's been quite an eventful couple of days because first of all I found out that the local Tesla showroom had a Model 3 to look at. So given my last video and how I've still had this Model 3 itch, I took the family along to Blue Water shopping centre in Kent, that's in the south of England, and we went there primarily to see the Model 3. So we got there and well, it's beautiful, isn't it? Well, at least I thought so. My wife was not too impressed. She said it looked like a toy car. Mainly, I think, because of the front, and I would agree, in fact, that the front is not the best angle, I suppose, for the Model 3. But anyway, she said it was like a toy car. However, she got into the driver's seat, and she looked quite satisfied with herself, really, when she was behind the wheel. But she got in the back with our daughter, and she said, well, there's less space than there is in the Leaf. It's stupid size. It seems smaller than the Leaf. And then, of course, looking into the boot, that's small as well. And then something caught her eye from the other side of the showroom. And what was it? Well, it was a giant red Model X with those amazing falcon wing doors up in the air. And she went straight across to it and sat in it. And then came out and said, if you want to get it, get it. So that's like one of the most exciting things ever, isn't it? If your wife says that, that's like, yes, amazing. Given that I've been going on about the X for so long, I mean, I suppose that's like the dream car, isn't it? If you want a Tesla, surely you want the X. If you have a family with a dog and everything, it's very practical. So I went in there. Went in to the back with the sales guy, and we got quite far talking about it, really. They did have a red one, a new red one in stock, and it's worked out to about £900 a month. And now this is because it's a business lease, so actually most of that does get removed from the tax. I mean, it's very tax efficient in the UK to buy an electric car through your company. What you do get clobbered with is something called benefit in kind, which is it's a percentage. At the moment it's 13%. It's a percentage of the value of the car that you then have to pay back in your personal tax, because the government knows that if you get a company car, you're using it yourself as well. And it's 13% at the moment. From April, it goes up to 17%, I think it is. But then it goes down an awful lot the year after that. So it would be like adding an extra 2,300 or something like that to my tax bill. But obviously, it means you're driving around in a Model X like a smug bastard. I very, very nearly did it and bought it, but the cost is something, obviously. I mean, that is an expensive car. And on top of that, the road that we live on is quite a narrow road, and almost every morning I have to squeeze past cars that park badly on either side of the road. We've got a pub on the road that often has deliveries of beer and everything. So unfortunately, it's our house situation that kind of killed off the dream a little bit there. Otherwise, I'd be doing a video now saying, oh, we've got a Model X. So that's a bit of a shame, but the one good thing, I suppose, out of this is that it means that we're not getting a Model 3. And so all of this time, all of my videos saying, oh, I want a Model 3, I want a Model 3, well, it was clear that my wife doesn't think it's suitable, and if she doesn't think it's suitable, then it's not suitable. So that kills off the Model 3 a little bit. So we'll see what the Model Y looks like, but that doesn't come out. We won't get that here until what, 2 years? 2 years time. So I decided today to take her to Kia in the hopes that they had a Niro to look at, because there's a petrol, diesel and a hybrid Niro already, and then the electric one that's coming. Well, they didn't have any, so we couldn't even step inside and look at one. We looked at a car that they said was a comparable sort of size, and I can't remember what it's called, a Kia, well, it's obviously a Kia something, and again she was just a bit unimpressed. But then there's the Soul, and the Soul EV is a funny one because I've always really loved the look of it, and there's a new one coming out this year, and I love the styling of it. I think it's really funky. Obviously it's not cool in a sort of a Tesla kind of way, but you know, it's cool. It's cool in a funky city car kind of way. But of course the range of the new one is going to be much the same as the e-Niro, probably a bit less because it's less aerodynamic, but they had one of the existing models there, and my wife looked at that, and there's more room in the back. The seating seems pretty good. It's quite high up. The boot is small though, but it could be that that's the compromise, because the Soul, or the eSoul as it's called now, the price is pretty good, the range is pretty good, and it has an app. But I thought that it would probably come out in about September, but the sales guy at Kia said no, a couple of months. So if that's the case, that's looking like that might be the car we get. So that's quite a change. I wanted to look at the Jaguar as well, because as I said before in another video, I love the I-Pace. I mean, the I-Pace is beautiful. I think that's the most beautiful EV around. But some people, quite a lot of people disagree. It really surprises me. But that looks really classy. But anyway, my wife doesn't like it, and again, it's expensive. And she was saying, if you're paying that kind of money for a Jag, well, you might as well pay extra and get the Tesla. And apparently, we're not Jag people. I'm not sure what a Jag person is, but that's not us. I think you have to have slippers and a pipe and a tweed jacket. I think that's what she was getting at. But the I-Pace is cool, I think. Anyway, so we're not going to get the Jag. So that's where we are at the moment. I've still got my e-Niro order in, but I might change it to the Soul. And as for the Model Y, we'll see what happens. So that still might be the goal, to get the Model Y in a couple of years. But for now, it was fantastic to go to the showroom, and that's what Tesla really need, I think. As much as they want to shift all their sales to online, it's so good to have a showroom and talk to people there, actually get in the car and see for yourself, because my wife never wanted an X, and now she really wants one. So to the point where we'll probably move house just to accommodate it. So I did tweet Elon, and then a few hours later they announced that they weren't going to close all the stores, actually. So that's where we are with it. It looks like we might get the Soul, so I'll just wait and see what happens. We will sit in it. We will go back and sit in a Niro once they have one. But for now, it looks like we might be doing the road trip in a Soul. I wanted this to be a short video, but I've now rambled on for 10 minutes. So I'll speak to you later.